How's it going, everyone? The PlayStation Store is running its excellent spring sale, and I am here to take a look at some of the deals under $10. There's some great stuff, and we're gonna have a lot of coverage on the sale. Do keep in mind that with this sale, some of the deals do last for 2 weeks, and some of them last the entire 4-week duration of the sale. This happens every time a PlayStation and the PSN Store runs a 4-week-long sale. A lot of people don't realize that there's a second wave of the sale, and yeah, they get kinda out of luck when they want to buy a game and they think they have the entire duration of the sale to buy it, and then it's all of a sudden not on sale anymore in the halfway mark. But with that being said, let's get right into it, and let's kick it off with one of the best deals across this entire sale. Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition at a new low price of $9.99. Good to see this game get cheaper. It was a launch title for the PlayStation 5, so now it's down to $9.99. Was stuck at that, you know, like $15.99, $19.99 price point for quite a while, but at $9.99, I think this is a great pickup. I love Devil May Cry 5. I've never been huge into DMC from a narrative standpoint. I know some people like Devil May Cry's story, but yeah, never really did it for me. I like DMC for the stylish action combat, the soundtrack, and the chaos, and DMC 5 has that in spades. The special edition looks and plays great, and for $9.99, definitely a good buy. Obviously, I feel like this is hitting a new low price based on the fact that the Devil May Cry anime series started, or is starting. I'm not really following it too much, but I did see that Evanescence created a track for the show, which is absolutely awesome. But yeah, DMC 5, a special edition, $9.99 for that. Good pickup there. I'll cover the other Devil May Cry titles. The Devil May Cry HD collection is $9.89. Would have liked to see this a little bit cheaper. Like, could we get it down to $7.99? Dare I say $4.99? I mean, if it was down to $4.99, I'd be shouting at the rooftops to pick this up. It's just DMC 1, 2, and 3 do show their age. So just keep that in mind, and they really show their age. When I say, you know, they're a bit dated, they're really, really dated. You know, DMC 2 wasn't that beloved, but DMC 1 and 3 were great. There have been rumblings that DMC 1 might get a ground-up remake, so we'll see if that ultimately comes to fruition. I think that would be a great idea. Devil May Cry has kind of been MIA for a while, and especially after the success of DMC 2019, or what did I say, 2019, DMC 5, it's kind of surprising that the series has just gone MIA. I get that we have this Netflix show, but I'm talking about a brand new game. Nonetheless, $9.89 on that. And then DMC Devil May Cry is 75% off for $9.99. This was done by Ninja Theory, the guys that made Hellblade, and I thought it was a pretty decent game all in all. You know, a lot of people were upset about the Dante redesign. I was upset about the Dante redesign, but then I played the game and I realized, yo, it's a pretty good game. You know, if you just go into it expecting a pretty good action game, you're gonna find that in DMC Devil May Cry. So $9.99 for that, and there's a skin in this game, like a cosmetic, that makes Dante look like the original Dante, so that's pretty cool as well. So $9.99 on that. Next up, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition, 80% off for $9.99. I mean, this is one of those no-brainer deals. I feel like, you know, everybody should own Witcher 3, but if you're one of the 4 people that don't, yeah, pick it up as soon as possible. It came out a decade ago, but it got upgraded on PlayStation 5. It still looks phenomenal from a visual standpoint. The gameplay is solid. I know some people aren't crazy about the Witcher combat. I liked it. I feel like it has quite a bit of depth to it, and if you don't like the Witcher combat, I guess just set it to easy and play this game for the story and the exploration. Like, I don't know what to tell you at that point, but yeah, I thought the game was phenomenal, and one of my favorite games of all time. I think this is one of the greatest video games of all time, and I feel like it excels in every area that a single-player RPG strives to excel at. I thought it had a great story. I like the gameplay, like I said. Visuals are fantastic, and the side content, yes, I get that you have frying pan quests and whatnot, but I felt like the majority of the side content is meaningful, and you've got 2 great expansions baked into the complete edition as well. $9.99, great price on that. KLONOA Phantasy Reverie Series, 75% off for $9.99. You've got updated releases of KLONOA 1 and KLONOA 2, Lunatea's Veil. That's KLONOA Door to Phantomile and Lunatea's Veil. These games, surprisingly, have just not resonated with a lot of people in the sense that they haven't been commercial juggernauts. The thing is, I feel like you've got incredible, like, well-designed mascot characters here. They've gotten opportunity after opportunity. Like, they dropped KLONOA 1 and 2, they did a KLONOA remake on Nintendo Wii, and then they did the Phantasy Reverie series, and I just feel like it just doesn't get the love that it deserves. It's a great platforming series. For $9.99 to get both those games, check it out. If you're remotely into platformers, you're gonna like it, and if you want just a cute game, you know, to have somebody that's not super into video games play video games, I feel like KLONOA Phantasy Reverie series, KLONOA 1 and 2 are pretty good options at that as well. So I would say give that a shout. Middle-earth, their Shadow Bundle, 90% off for $6.99, RIP Monolith, but they did a great job with Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, and these games are going to stand the test of time. Shadow of Mordor is going to be 11 years old this year, and Shadow of War is going to be 8 years old, which is insane to think about. And then after Shadow of War, Monolith literally has done nothing, and now they just got shut down after they lost, Warner Brothers lost millions of dollars on the Wonder Woman game. It's insane. Like, I don't even know how something like that happens after you do stellar releases like Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. These games are great. $6.99 for the bundle with the DLC. Just an excellent, excellent pickup. Definitely check that out. And then Batman Arkham Collection, $5.99. We talking about Wash Studios. I mean, at least Rocksteady got an opportunity to release their game that put the stamp on the fact that they're washed in Suicide Squad, but they did a phenomenal job with the Batman Arkham trilogy. These games are tremendous. Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. Arkham City is my favorite, but Arkham Asylum, man, that's still a great game, and even though that game is going to be 16 years old this year, yes, that is how old Arkham Asylum is going to be, that game holds up surprisingly really well. And then Arkham Knight, while I know a lot of people had issues with that game, most notably the Batmobile sections, I thought they were fine, and I thought Arkham Knight was a great game as well. You know, all three games for $5.99, no-brainer here. Definitely go check that out, and hopefully Rocksteady can get back on track with the supposed new Batman game that they're working on. God of War III Remastered, 50% off for $9.99. Since we can't get a damn Greek Saga collection on PS5 and PS4, let's just recommend God of War III Remastered. I get it that y'all want to play God of War 1, 2, Chains of Olympus, Ghosts of Sparta, but we can't have nice thing. You'll get Days Gone Remastered and you'll like it. You won't get Days Gone 2, you won't get the God of War Saga collection. No, but seriously, hopefully Sony does do the God of War Saga collection at some point. But yeah, these games are beloved. I've been open about the fact that I like these games, the older God of War games. I wasn't blown away by them. Like, I thought they were totally fine action games, but you know what? I'm totally in the minority on that. People love God of War 3, and I enjoyed the game. Like, would I go back and play God of War 3? Yeah, if the whole collection came and I could play the game sequentially, I absolutely would. It's just, I felt so strongly about God of War 2018, and I was blown away by that game that I much prefer 2018 and Ragnarok over the older style of games, and I know a lot of people prefer the older style of games. I feel like that's where an evolution of a franchise really resonated with me, whereas Assassin's Creed really pushed me away. Where God of War's shift totally resonated with me, Assassin's Creed shift, on the other hand, where they just got bigger and bigger, that didn't resonate with me. And guess what? God of War got bigger and bigger with their new style of games, but it clicked with me. Assassin's Creed didn't. That's the beauty of gaming. Like, we're gonna have our subjective takes, but like I said, I still like the older God of War games. The God of War 3 Remastered for $9.99, great pickup there. Next up, we got Zero Escape, the Nonary games, 80% off for $5.99. You've got $9.99 and Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. If you're into narrative-driven games, these are great. A little bit quirky, a little bit zany for sure, but great stories, and these are ones that hook you pretty quickly. Like, give them an opportunity, and they'll hook you pretty quickly. The Spike Chunsoft visual novels in general are just pretty well done. I saw that we got a Kaname Date A, the Somnium Files game, coming out. Looks to be more of a spin-off, but excited for that for sure. But Zero Escape, the Nonary games, $5.99 on that. BioShock the Collection, $9.99. Excellent deal. BioShock 1, 2, and Infinite. These games are absolutely tremendous. You know, we'll see if BioShock ever actually makes a comeback. But man, BioShock 1 and Infinite in particular were really strong games, and 2 was really good as well. It's just 2 has to live up to the level of BioShock 1 and Infinite, and while it's not at that level, it's still a really damn good game, and the collection for $9.99, great pickup there. Next up, we got Alan Wake Remastered, $7.49 on this. I did personally enjoy Alan Wake 1 more than Alan Wake 2. I liked Alan Wake 2. I've talked about that game ad nauseum, but Alan Wake 1 I thought was a really strong game. Obviously going to be a little bit dated given that it came out initially in 2010. fairly short game. You do have the DLC that extends it a little bit, but I remember back in the day when this came out on 360, like, one of the big talking points was $60 game, 7 to 8 hour story, and that pushed a lot of people away. But I played it around the time it came out and remember really, really enjoying it. And then this remastered version, pretty good as well, $7.49, a good price on that. Citizen Sleeper, 70% off for $5.99. Not really my cup of tea, more of a tabletop style game. You're a sleeper, a digitized human consciousness in an artificial body owned by a corporation that wants you back, thrust among the unfamiliar and colorful inhabitants of the eye. You need to build friendships, earn your keep, and navigate the factions of this strange metropolis. Roll the dice, do the work, get paid, and survive. Again, a lot of people love this game. Citizen Sleeper 2 just came out as well, but the first game, $5.99, is available on Plus Extra. Next up, we got Prey 2017. $5.99 on this. This has been down to $2.99, so keep that in mind, but $5.99 for Prey 2017 is still a solid pickup. The atmosphere in this game is incredible, narrative is strong, and the gameplay is really good. The tension is there. I feel like this is just a super, super underrated game. Often said, most underrated game of 2017, and really, if you look at it, it's one of the most underrated games of the last decade. R.I.P. Arcane Austin. Dishonored 2, 80% off for $5.99. Same thing as Prey, has been down to $2.99, but $5.99 here. Dishonored 2 is great. Follow up to Dishonored 1, you certainly should play that game before you play Dishonored 2, but it's a really, really worthwhile game. You've got two playable main characters, Emily and Corvo. Corvo, the main character from the first game, but yeah, great action stealth gameplay. And a great art style as well. I feel like the Dishonored art style has just aged really well. Lastly, speaking of great art styles, Laika Aged Through Blood is 50% off for $9.99. A thrilling action-adventure Metroidvania that was described as a Motorvania as well. Set in a dystopian post-apocalyptic Western world, take on the role of Laika, a coyote mother and relentless warrior on a quest to avenge her fallen people from the tyrannical birds who have claimed superiority and conquered the land. Fueled by vengeance, Laika rides out on her motorbike on a perilous and emotional journey, carve and shred through rugged, hand-painted landscapes as you uncover the dark secrets of a fractured world ravaged by power, betrayal, and loss. Fast-paced 2D motorbike combat in the first-ever Motorvania, challenging gameplay that rewards precision and strategic thinking, emotional and thought-provoking narrative about vengeance and loss. Game that didn't get a ton of attention, but on sale right now for $9.99. So that is going to do it for me. Again, a lot of great game deals across the board as a part of this PlayStation Store spring sale. These are all deals under $10. Check them out for yourself. Links in the description box below. That is going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thank you for watching. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.